Alright, man, what are you getting done today, bro?
I'm gonna get a mid fade, kind of like a Caesar fade with a little bit of a crop top, but instead of lining up the front, I'm just gonna have you like slice cut the front of them. Like
Okay, how do you style it? You just style it how it is now?
I usually lay it down a little bit, and then I'll just kind of like feather through it like this, and then I'll come through and I'll just pull up bit by bit, just to kind of get a crop top look, but not like the traditional one.
Okay.
And then I'm actually gonna get a line just through the fade on this side through the back. I got a picture of it if you need it.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. All right, cool. YouTube, what is going on? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. This texture of hair is intimidating to me just because it is a coarse, thick hair, and especially in this area where I was combing, it was sprouting out a lot. So I decided to focus on cutting the top first, and I'm kind of doing point cutting, but like a aggressive point cutting. We're really trying to take length off, but I didn't find any reason to just cut everything straight, and so we're just kind of trimming the top off, making sure everything is cut nice and squared. And the first section that we cut becomes the guide for the rest of the cut, right? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start to slice cut while the hair is damp. And this is just going to add some texture. Now I'm going to go ahead and frame the fringe, make sure it's even, straight across, because remember, the way that he's going to style his hair, his fringe is going to come down a bit. So it's important to frame it and make sure it's a good length and it sits nicely on his front profile. So we're going to go ahead and blow dry the hair. And this was important for me, especially around the parietal ridge, because it allowed me to have hair that laid down, so that when I go ahead and start clipper work, it'll cut nice and even. Alright, so I'm also going to thin the hair out quite a bit, just because this hair, again, is coarse and thick, and I want it to have more movement and more texture, so I want it to be a little bit lighter, and so that's why we're going straight in, point cutting, to kind of open the hair up a bit. You want to go in pretty deep. About half of the hair shaft is what you want to go in with. So now that we've completed that, we'll go ahead and grab our number 4 guard, and I'm going to start to go ahead and blast through the sides here, trying to also have a nice transition from the sides into this parietal ridge area. The parietal ridge, if you don't know, if you haven't watched any of my videos in the past, it's just a transition from the side of the head to the top. And so we're creating a nice baseline here with that number 4 that's, you can pretty much identify, you can see it. But this is going to give us a nice foundation to go ahead and start our ball fade that he asked for. We're just going to do this all the way around the head. Take your time. You want to make sure that this is nicely done, because it's going to set you up for success once you get to the fade.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
Shout out to my cousin Tito for the beat. If you want some beats, man, you want to use them on your own YouTube channel or your own music, link is in the description below. All right, and it's pretty prominent where the baseline is, right, which is the longest length on the side of the head. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start to take down some bulk. I started with my blade open because I wanted to see how the hair reacted with the blade open, especially since the color tone of his hair is a bit light. Sometimes a blade open can look like a clipper closed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put in this design. He said he wanted a line, and he showed me a picture, and it started, or not necessarily at the peak of the C cup, but a little bit below it. So we kind of did the same thing here. It gave me just enough space to create that fade for him. And when you do these lines, you want to do a line at the top and you want to do a line at the bottom, as you can see here. Now, I don't do it perfectly with my trimmer because me personally, I don't have as much control with my trimmer as I feel like I do with my razor blade. So we are doing kind of like a rough draft right now, and then we'll really clean it up, make it look nice with the razor blade. So now we're gonna go ahead and start to fade down. And when I get to the top of this line that we created, I don't want to go lower than a 1.5 guard, because then you're going to lose the darkness, and that's going to affect the gradients of the fade that we're doing right now. So I'm going clipper close to start my initial guideline, and then we're going to fade it out by opening the lever little by little as we go up. Remember, we started with the blade open, and so the last guard we should be using is probably the 1 guard or the 1 open, because right above this line, this design line, remember, we don't want to go any lower than a 1.5. Alright, so now we're using the half guard, the green half guard, and I started open, going right beneath where the design line is to kind of gauge how light it's going to get, and then we'll close it little by little as we fade down. Remember, we want to keep the bottom of the design line a bit dark so that the design line pops and so that the fade below it is gradient. I think that's coming out pretty good. Alright, so remember, we started with clipper close, so it's important to go down to the blade, to the trimmer, to get it really nice and tight. Super important to fade in the beard. He didn't want the fade to be too low, but he did mention he wanted a 1 guard open as his beard length, so I did have to go ahead and go back and lower the entire beard to a 1 guard open. And here I'm kind of making sure that the design line is a bit more curved, and you'll see at the end I touch it up just a bit more because you can see it better in different angles. Sometimes it looks more rounded depending on what angle you're looking at the design line. And this is where I'm lowering everything down to that one guard open. Alright, so now it's time to do the rest of the cut. We went ahead and started out with that bald line because I just feel more comfortable now that I did one side. This side is definitely going to be a little tougher just because this is where I was telling you guys his hair wants to sprout out, and you can see right now to the left going towards the back his hair is darker. On the side of his head more towards the right his hair is lighter, so I know there's going to be some gradients issues there, but I'm gonna section by section we'll take care of that. So I got my blade open, I got my 1 guard open. And even now with the 1 guard open, you can see the difference in kind of color the further you go back from the side of his head. Alright, next guard is going to be my 2 guard open. Right beneath the 2 guard, we're going to go with the 1.5 guard open and close it little by little. And that should fade this section out, the 2 guard section. If you accidentally create a line with that 1.5 guard, that's alright. Slap that 2 guard back on and take that line out.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
Now, right beneath the section with the 1 open, we're going to go ahead and take out with the half guard and the 1 closed. This area right here is where I really needed to focus because it is naturally darker. This is the area that I was mostly talking about. So I'm actually going up a little bit higher with this half guard than I did on the side. And the same thing with that 1 guard, I went up a little bit higher. And so because I went a little bit higher to try to make it look the same color tone as the surrounding areas, I got to bring that 1.5 guard a little bit higher. This is my first time cutting his hair, so this is something that if he was to come back to me, I'd have a mental note, and I'd be aware of that, so that next time I cut his hair, I know, boom, we'll just start our initial guideline a little bit higher, and it'll take us less time to cut his hair the second time around. All right, and then we save the back for last. I just want to make sure that both sides kind of come together. And when I typically cut hair, I tell you guys all the time, I try to do everything all the way around before I move on. So if I'm doing the blade open and I'm fading that out, I would do that all the way around, because sometimes it can be a little inconsistent if you do different sides in different times, right? Alright, so at this point, I've kind of gone through the entire fade, and I'm just touching things up, making sure things are laying nicely, and looking for any dark areas, dark spots that I can lighten up, just to make the haircut look that much more detailed. And you got to get the C cup crispy. You got to. Very important. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and style his hair. I'm applying some sea salt spray. After the sea salt spray, you can cocktail that with a powder or with a clay if you'd like, but we're trying to get the texture out with the blow dryer. I just wanted to do that before I moved on to the beard, because I wanted to see the hair kind of in a almost finished product. That way I can see how my fade is looking with the top. But we're cleaning up the beard. And wait till we put the razor on him. It's going to bring the cut to a whole nother level, I feel like. Got to use a shaver on them. These are the Babyliss FX3s. And they're fire. I can't wait till they come out. That dark area, man, was messing with me. Bro, I feel like he's already looking like a whole nother person, right? Alright, yeah, this is what I was talking about. When you put the razor on him, man, a whole nother level. Oh yeah. I did apply shave gel to the top of his mustache. Guys, this is the before. Intimidating hair texture to me. Look at the cowlick sticking up. But I feel like we did him justice. We got him right. Gave him exactly what he asked for. And to me, this is a fire cut. You guys let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We drop daily content. So with that being said, man, I will see you guys tomorrow.